Hi and welcome to another edition of winemastery.co.uk. I'm John Lightfoot and this is
John Murphy,
and we're here to tell you all we can about wine. I'm the dummy of the wine, this is the expert, and hopefully together we're going to guide you through a route that enable you to find the wine that you can really enjoy without wasting your time on the wines that you don't. So the previous two parts to this episode were about Sauvignons, one from South Africa and one from Chile.
that's right.
And finally, which other Sauvignon?
We'll come to our third one, and probably the most famous one. If you were to say Sauvignon to anybody, they would immediately think New Zealand. New Zealand do make a fabulous
When you say New Zealand,
oh sorry, my apologies. Just a little something in my throat there. But no, New Zealand, Sauvignon is their signature grape, and they do it very, very well. They've got the perfect climate for it, a wee bit cooler than the two we've already tried, and just how Sauvignon should be grown. So,
and in terms of latitude, just out of interest, obviously again, southern hemisphere, just a little bit further out,
just a little
south.
bit. That's right. Yes. Yeah. Not massively. I mean, it can make a massive difference. Obviously, like the soil, the climate, all these things.
And the altitude, I guess.
Yeah, do make a huge difference to each particular grape. Hence why, some areas grow wine better than others, and why they have a signature grape, so to speak. But it's been deemed that New Zealand, especially Marlborough, have a perfect climate for growing the Sauvignon. Now, I must say as well, like out of all the Sauvignons in different styles, I must say I do like Marlborough Sauvignon the best. You know, it didn't get a name by not being good, and they are indeed fabulous. This in particular one is the Mansion House Sauvignon, and immediately from looking at this, we've gone lighter again on this. Yeah, much lighter. This is going back to the South African lightness, but this one for me, I'm gonna have a little smell. I'm pretty excited about this one. Yeah, I do like this one. Yeah. See, this has got the perfect balance of that kind of I would say that tropically the melony fruits, and it has the fresh cut grass in there, crisp apple. And that little bit of nettle, which I was. But see, this is the thing as well. Like you said earlier, that you can smell the nettle, and you wouldn't know what nettles smell like anyway. But we said like a lot of people, it is subject to a lot of people can pick up, and I said this to you, catwee.
Yeah.
A Sauvignon is quite well known for having a kind of catwee smell, but I personally have never been able to pick that up at all. But a lot of people do.
Have you got any cats?
No, not really catwee.
That's why.
Perhaps, yeah.
That was my turn.
How many glasses? So I'm gonna go for this.
You go for it. I'm teasing myself here. I'm not drinking it, and I really want to. It's like when you start talking, I think I could. It'd be rude for me to slug while he's still sniffing.
Now this is actually quite. There's quite a lot more acidity in this, more than I would, compared to this. And it is the climate. Obviously, the Sauvignon is known for having that acidity in there. And if you know just from the past two clips that we had, we didn't have that real acidity in there. It's a lot around a more mouthfeel. This does introduce that acidity, but it introduces it very well.
Yeah.
There's no real harshness and no heartburn.
No heartburn, no.
Which is always a bonus.
Yeah, it's just that sharpness, isn't it? It's not.
Which kind of.
It doesn't make you, but it's.
No, it's kind of. Although you've got that the flavours are in there, which I think are leaning more towards the kind of. This is definitely leaning more citrus. I can't really get the melon on the tongue there, but I can get a lot more citrus in, a lot more kind of cheeky. It gets my cheeks there. But the acidity, what that's done there, is kind of clean the palate. There's not that length. Or the length doesn't kind of hang around, just on the tip of your tongue, just stays there, as opposed to being.
There's a whole new taste that I can't identify what it is, other than it tastes like wine. But I can't identify what the taste is. But there's a new taste there from the other two.
I'm struggling to get that myself.
Yeah.
But you might just have a whole new dimension in there, which these other two didn't have. I just told that. That might be a tad for me. I know it's odd for a white wine, but a little bit of vanilla.
Right.
In a white wine is not always kind of obvious, but I can taste vanilla in there. But then on the second one we had the marshmallow. The last the Chilean one we had the marshmallow in there. This one has, for me, a little bit of vanilla.
I've got so much drinking to catch up with you. How much
Yeah.
have you drunk? How many bottles have you drunk?
I dread to think. A lot. Yes, a lot. And that's just today. But no. Ooh.
I mean, I remember you actually saying that if you obviously you can taste wine to a certain number, and then after that you actually start to lose the taste.
Yeah, I mean,
overpowered.
that is when you're doing the kind when we do go to the big tastings, you need to kind of separate. You need to find every little part, like we did the colour there, the nose, the taste, the after flavour. There's lots of categories within each of those four, and to truly taste wine, after about 6 wines, if you are drinking it, your taste buds do. I mean, because you're drinking it, you do become a little bit happy is probably the word, but it does numb your taste buds as well, and you can't get as much as you should be able to. So obviously the spittoon is quite essential, and that that's another good tip for you as well. If you are having a dinner party or anything like this, and you've got a fair few wines to get through, always get the nicer stuff out first. Yeah, and go through that, because towards the end of the evening and after 3 or 4 glasses, suddenly it's not quite as important.
No, other things are taking over. Yeah.
Definitely.
That is delicious.
This is a stereotypical Sauvignon, a quality stereotypical, because this is everything I expect from a Sauvignon. The balance of acidity and flavour, just perfect. Nice length on there, it's not cut out too soon. Nice sharpness to clean the palate. I could happily sit down with that.
It's more chewable, does that make sense?
It does, but I would get that from the vanilla thing, the whole... It has got more about it than what we've tasted already.
Right.
And again, you can Marlborough Sauvignon you can pay quite a lot for, but you don't really. I mean, I think we're retailing this about £14-15 ish. I would happily pay that for that. But you can pick up a quality Marlborough Sauvignon for 7 or 8 quid, really, without breaking the bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, have a look at. I'd look at go to the independent retailers. As opposed to the supermarket. And I don't want to put anybody off the supermarket, I just think that the independent retailers will be able to point you better in the right direction.
And we'll have photographs of the labels of each of these 3 wines at the end of this video, also on the website www.winemastery.co.uk.
Indeed.
And also, I think one of the questions that was previously asked in an email was, where can I actually get this particular wine? So you can obviously take that sort of photograph on your mobile or print it off and take it to your independent retailer, or in fact, if you want, drop us an email, John@winemastery.co.uk. It gets to 1 or 2 Johns.
Yep.
And John will be able to get you a price to ship it out to you, or a number of. I think probably in terms of shipping out, you said that it's probably cheaper to ship out a few than 1 at a time.
Yeah. Obviously, it's almost the same price to ship out 1 than it is to ship out 6. So if you were looking for that, just feel free to get in touch and we can sort that for you.
And the purpose of saying that isn't a hard sell. It is just because we've had the question asked, and if you want it, that service is there available. But yes.
Yeah, but again, if you've got a quality kind of independent retailer, wine retailer around you, bob in there and see them. I mean, I'm not going to stop you buying from us if you do want to. I'll not stop that. But yeah, wander into the independent.
Okay, and I guess the other thing is to keep the questions coming, because
definitely
and give us your likes. If you want to subscribe, please press the subscribe button. If you want to like the video, please press that. Helps with the ratings in YouTube. And obviously your questions and anything you'd like us to cover will help us tailor the shots more towards you.
We'd welcome more questions. You throw them out to us and we'll see what we can do.
Fantastic. Well, I guess that just about rounds up episode number 5.
Oh, I really liked that one.
I think you might be having another after.
I may just finish that, yeah.
Okay. Well, have chin chin.
Chin
Till next
chin.
time. Cheers.
Yes! Another one. I'm enjoying this.